The stock options that Squirrel Stampede is offering is totally unacceptable.
That's what I keep telling you. He needs to raise the minimum wage to $15. We can hardly make a profit after all the work we put in.
Shut me down. Hey guys! Do you like Dragons reviews? Yeah, they're pretty good. If you want, you can be in the new review. Just stand in line. Well, okay, maybe it'll help my stock options here. Now wait for it. That wasn't funny at all. Ow. On the table today, we have a Grump. We have a Grump, a Hotburple known as Grump. Going backwards, here is the DreamWorks Dragons Grump Action Dragon in his package as he would appear on store shelves. And he is confirmed stateside as I found him today over at Toys R Us. Anyhow, here is Grump in his package, and it's kind of funny. He is scaling the back of the package there. It must be due to his flapping wings of sorts, not wanting to get them damaged. But again, open box design gives you a chance to make sure he is working just right. On the back of the package, we have a great image of Grump flying about an island, maybe Burke, who knows. We have whip wing action and snap jaws. And it looks like he's got a little bit brighter orange on the back of this guy, even though we see less of that on the actual figure. And a couple other dragons available. Flightmare is great looking for the Bone Napper. Out of the package, we have Grump the Hotburple, and he looks to be a little smaller than most of the dragons that I have run through. He is a kind of a forest green, dark greenish, swampy green in color with a little bit of orange going down his back. And I think that's pretty accurate to the movie. I just saw it a few weeks ago and I can't see anything that's that different. He is kind of a bigger dragon though in the movie. I mean, he's kind of Grunkle sized as a toy, although they are very similar in likelinesses. But a good looking toy nonetheless. He's got this great sleepy face to him. Look at that great noggin. Almost puts you to sleep, doesn't it?
Wake up!
Oh, sorry. The first action feature is up front with his Chomping Mouth, and it works pretty good actually. You can either put your finger in there and risk it getting cut off, or you can do what you're supposed to do and pull back these front legs, and he kind of opens a little bit and then shuts when you get past a certain point. And it works pretty well. I like the sound too. Inside his mouth, it's kind of an apricot colored. Teeth aren't painted white, but it looks pretty good. Just a really good face on him. Neat little ears up there too. On his back he's got a riding saddle, and I'm not really sure who's gonna ride him. I don't believe they made a Gobber toy with the second movie. There was one with the first movie, and he's kind of a big dude, so he probably won't fit very well on this dragon. I don't see a riding peg, maybe Hiccup. There is some riding handlebars there, so something to grab onto. There we go. I got Hiccup on him using Hiccup's feet underneath the handlebars, but I'm thinking he'll probably be the best and only option for a dragon rider. He actually looks pretty good on him, especially the black Hiccup. And there's some good holding on to as well. As for his second action feature, we've got flapping wings. These wings again are translucent, and they're kind of neat. If you look at them, they've got these big disc circle scales going on. That looks a little different than what we've seen before, so fun on that. Anyhow, the box says to turn 10 times. I don't know if that is that accurate. Sometimes it helps to hold the wings first, and they might flutter a little bit before they catch a lock. And then when you're ready to do some crazy flapping action, get him ready and press this huge button on the top of his saddle. Very hummingbird-like. Works pretty well considering a lot of SpinMaster's special features besides the projectile always kind of come off at a little weird But that worked pretty well, and I think it's a pretty fun dragon. Kind of interesting, his front feet are also that translucent green plastic instead of the back feet, which are just that solid green. Always interesting how stuff like that happens. So here we have Grump up against Meatlug, and they're supposed to be somewhat similar, and I believe Grump is supposed to be a lot bigger than Meatlug. I'm remembering Grump being actually pretty big. So kind of funny that they went so small with him. Meatlug right here looks like she's towering over him. They both have that great Gronkle-like spiky wacky tail thing on the back there. I almost thought this tail might be the same piece here, but no, it's a new cast piece. So these two dragons are different. They're not reusing parts in any way. So I always appreciate that about the Dragons toys. Maybe a quick scaling with some of the other newer action dragons out and about. We have the stand-up Toothless, which looks to be in this same wave again, even though he kind of came out earlier in the year, but it might give you a chance to pick him up if you have not seen him. And then we've got the oh so awesome epic Flightmare with the light up action feature. So these new dragons are just really great, and if you can get a chance to find some, definitely pick them up because they're really unique. So there is Grump, the action dragon. Yes, he's a little bit small, but since we don't get new dragons very often, I'll take what I can get. His double action features work pretty well and are pretty amusing. Now I just need to find a rider for him. Oh, Crazy Dave, you want to ride Grump? Alright, go right ahead. They'll do good together. That's what I have to say about that.
Thanks for watching Squirrel Stampede.
Let's go, men. Let's strike for better wages and better working conditions. Strike, strike, strike.